Well, good afternoon. My name is Tuariki Delamere. I'm the Managing Director and Principal Consultant for TDA Immigration. I was also the former Minister of Immigration. Welcome to a TDA presentation. Today's presentation is on the entrepreneur category. Here's New Zealand. As you can see, it's somewhat down near the bottom of the world, a long way away from the majority of the population, especially those who apply in this category, most from Asia, especially from China. Some shots of New Zealand. We're a very beautiful country, clean air. This is Auckland. This is where I live. This is the biggest city in New Zealand. Population about 1.6 million. This policy is about business. It's about success of that business. You must establish a business. You will put in your application and put in a business plan explaining what you intend to do. And if it's approved, you'll be granted a work visa for 1 year that will allow you to come and establish that business. Once you've established it, you can then apply and you'll be granted a further 2 years work visa. After you've established your business for 2 years, you are entitled to apply for residency. Now, my background, as I said, I was Minister of Immigration. I was responsible for introducing the original entrepreneur policy quite a few years ago. The bulk of today's policy has many of those elements still remaining. I was also the Associate Minister of Finance for New Zealand and Minister in charge of the Overseas Investment Office. Before I came to Parliament, I was Chief Finance Officer for an international airline. I was also the New Zealand manager for a very large, major USA computer company in the days of mainframe computers. And prior to that, I was on the staff and faculty at the United States Military Academy at West Point in New York. Now, the first requirement, let's have a look. English. You must have English. No English, you can't come to New Zealand. English is level 3 IELTS, you can't come. You must have at least level 4 ability IELTS for English language, okay? The next step is age. As you can see, entrepreneur, there is no age limit. Okay, the only limitation for elderly people, or in fact anybody in that matter, is your health. You must meet the health requirements. Now, we run a quick, simple test. We don't want to waste your time, and obviously we don't want to waste our time. So if you're honest with yourself, we have a very quick test. Can you invest at least $100,000 in a business in New Zealand? Yes or no? Can you score 120 points on the Entrepreneur Points Test, which is a fundamental of this category? Can you stay in New Zealand working full-time in your business? Do you have sufficient business experience for your business to establish in New Zealand? It needs to be relevant to what you did before. Do you have sufficient funds to properly finance your business in New Zealand? Now, if you can convince Immigration New Zealand that you answer yes to all those questions, you may qualify. I can't say you will, we have to go through that, but you may. But if you answer no to any one of those questions, forget it. You cannot qualify for this visa. Now here's the points. You get points for business experience, up to 40 points if you've owned your own business and it's relevant to what you're going to do. You get 40 points. Down to senior management and other companies that you don't own, or self-employment and non-relevant businesses. Now you get points if your proposed business will benefit New Zealand. You create employment. If you employ at least 10 people, New Zealanders, you can get up to 80 points. If you're doing an export business where you can demonstrate to Immigration New Zealand that you will export over $1 million a year, you will get 80 points. And if you can demonstrate New Zealand that your proposal has unique products or services, you can get an additional 30 points. For investment, you must invest at least $100,000. You won't get any points for that. You do not get points until you invest $200,000, and then you only get 10. If you invest $1 million in your business, you will get 80 points. Your age, like I said, there's no age limit, but if you're 60 and over, unfortunately like me, you get 0 points. We're not actually looking for older business people, unfortunately, but if you've got the capital, if you employ New Zealanders, we will still be keen to look at you. But obviously we're looking to attract those younger age groups, 25 to 30s. And if you locate your business outside Auckland, in the smaller town cities in New Zealand, you can get up to an additional 40 points. Total, you need 120, okay? Moving on, after you've put in your business plan and Immigration New Zealand approve your business and approve what you've proposed to them, you can gain residence after 2 years. To do that, you must show that you've successfully established your business in New Zealand. You must prove that your business complies with immigration law. You must provide evidence that you've complied with employment law. We have like minimum wages here. You must prove all your employees are paid the minimum wage at least, and they're all on valid employment agreements. You must also demonstrate that your business is profitable. That is, your sales exceed your expenses. And you must invest the amount of capital that you stated you would do so in your business plan. And finally, this last one here in the brown, or the light brown, when you put in a business plan, you will put in a 3-year forecast, including a sales forecast. To gain residence, you must exceed the annual sales level that's in your business plan forecast, okay? So, wildly forecasting huge sales, if you don't achieve them, then you won't get your residence visa in 2 years' time. So you have to be realistic. Now, that's a quick overview. The current policy, I think, is very good. It's had some difficulties over the last couple of years, but the Minister has altered the definitions and some of the criteria, and I think the policy now is very good, it's very workable, and as I did before and the current Minister now, we're very keen to see you come to New Zealand, establish your business successfully and have your family move to New Zealand. You can find more information at www.tdavisa.com, that's our English language website, www.tdavisa.cn, that's our Chinese language website, and we also have a WeChat site that's in Chinese, WeChat being the Chinese social media environment, and you can find us under TDA_immigration. And so, that's us for today. We're TDA Immigration and look forward to meeting you one day. Hopefully you'll use our services. And we are here for you, and we look forward to meeting you one day. Thank you for listening.